Hi folks, thanks for checking us out, Lost Mines. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Let's go and look for a mine. We're back out revisiting the water wheel mine.
Back to familiar ground tonight.
Yeah, and we have a couple of guests with us. We have Pretty Little Things there, Lois from Pretty Little Things. Check her out on Instagram. And Katie Laurie YCT Car Photography. Also check her out on Instagram. The links will be in the description. But on the way to the mine, we have the moon up there, and then we have another one.
I really don't know what that is.
Let's turn the torches off.
Yeah, hang on. This is really weird.
We can see like a moonlight through the trees there.
So there's definitely people there.
So let's go and find out where it is. What a lovely night.
Wow. Not a cloud in the sky.
This way.
Okay.
So what have we got there then? Oh, it's campers. Anyway, that light that turned out in between the trees there turned out to be a bunch of campers there.
It was really creepy when we saw that.
Yeah, they're having fun though. Wild camping, awesome.
Lovely.
A couple of explorers there were. So brighten up the
nice
night.
Little chat with them, and now we're carrying on.
Yeah, now we're going to ROV at Flooded Winds.
So whatever we find down here is going to be proper lost mine material, because we don't know of anyone who's ever sent an ROV down these Flooded Winds. So once we ROV this shaft, we're going to really discover some lost mine material, hopefully.
I love your new word, ROV.
Absolutely. this mine shall be well and truly ROVed.
Let's go and ROV it then. It's going to be awesome, this is.
Oh, look at the frost on the ground.
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Those campers are going to freeze tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to stay out in the tent tonight.
But what a beautiful place to be though.
Mine or no mine.
What a beautiful place.
We're miles away from anywhere.
Yes.
We can see one house light, and that's the only house for miles around.
Let's go and check it out.
Let's go in.
So here we go into the mine. In the mine now. Are you excited, Katie?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. I can't wait to ROV that Flooded Winds. Watch the rocks. We're going to give Katie a bit of a tour around Lois.
These markings on the side there, these are where obviously the miners drilled in from as they drove this level in. And you can see the bits of clay kind of stuck in here in the hole. So what that is, what they do is they put the gunpowder naked at the back of the shot hole when they were ready to charge it, and they block the hole up with sticking, which is just clay from the floor.
Yeah. And
that's actually the remains of 150-year-old sticking that they blocked up there. Poked a little vent hole through it, pushed the fuse in, bang. That's awesome. So, and then what you see here is where the chunk came away. That's the half that stayed there, and then wham, it came here, landed on the floor, tram it out. Nice. So bit by bit, foot by foot, yard by yard, that's how they extended the level. So we're not on the vein yet. It's a copper mine, but we're not actually, there's no copper here yet. We have to get there first. Yeah. So there's a bit of a long straight tunnel called a crosscut in order to intersect that vein of copper. Yeah. So
there's a herald on just here.
Yeah, the herald. Hey, that's the first person I've ever met who also knows the name of it.
Because there's a little World War II bunkers near where I live, and they used to sit in the ceiling, and I'm like, I don't really know what they were, so I googled them, and eventually figured out the herald moths.
The herald, yeah.
Yeah, this is all it.
Yeah.
And two more.
Maybe just binge the channel and you've copied the license.
Yeah, herald moths is definitely original to me.
Here they come.
How's it going?
Good.
Sat down for a break, have you?
Yes. So
sleeping on the job.
The best part of the mine is coming right up, Katie, and it's awesome.
This is what it's all about. So.
You get your camera out now.
Oh, is it time?
Well, it's just over there.
Oh, yeah.
Just over
Have
there.
a look at it first.
Lois has seen it before.
I'll try to treat.
Let Katie go first.
Oh, he's smashing the camera into the tripod.
This is amazing. Here we are, we're back in the water wheel mine. The amazing water wheel mine. Katie's getting her camera out. Yeah, look at that. And we're going over here with the ROV, we are. So we're sending the ROV down that.
There we go.
Oh, there's a frog in there, look.
ROV sash.
See it on the side of the wall?
Oh yeah, there is two.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oops, sorry.
he's just sitting there on the wall.
So we're sending it down there.
So this is the main pumping compartment of the engine wings, which the water wheel operated.
Yeah.
That pumping column on the left, that was connected to the water wheel by a, in case you haven't seen the earlier video, that's connected to the water wheel by a chain, which is now hanging down in the water. And it was a fairly simple plunger type pump, which enabled this shaft to be kept dry as the miners worked down there. But no one knows exactly what's down there. We know there's a level down there. That's recorded in a report of 1870. 10 fathoms, which is 60 feet below where we are now. So with a bit of luck, 60 foot down, we'll get to the level. But no one's seen it since 1886.
Let's go and find out then.
Let's find it. Talking about a copper mine, this is the stuff that's a secondary mineralisation of copper sulfate. There, that nice bit of blue. The main copper ore that was mined here was malachite, but chalcopyrite also occurs in the vein. We're actually on the vein now. You see there's a bit of a stope here where that vein's been opened out upon. So, yep, so we know it's a copper mine, that's for sure. Got some nice bits of hydrozincite, this white stuff coming down the wall. So that's, hence the name, that's a zinc mineral. So we've also got a bit of zinc in the vein. And lots of people tend to ask, because the water's blue, does that mean that there's copper in it? Not necessarily, no. It's just the fact that the water is so clear, it has that blue tint. We can actually see there's a really cool looking ladder down there as well. There's a ladder still in the wind, Al.
Is there?
Yeah, direct down there. That's cool. We'll see that close up soon. There's the beast.
There it is.
There it is. So it's a fairly standard size winds. Compartment on the left, the far side, is a manway, hence the ladder. It's where the men went up and down. And the compartment on here is hauling and pumping. So the kibble would have gone up and down in here, and the pumping column, the rising main, remains here. So it's a fairly standard design with timber partitioning in between to protect the men from any falling rocks coming out of the kibbles. And that's what we've got, about 9 foot by 6 foot. So we're soon going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
We're all ready to go, Owen. Are you excited?
Exceedingly so.
Yes.
Or what did I say once? Exorbitantly.
One of your cool made-up words again. Let's get in there then. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
So here we go. Off down the flooded winds. I can see the pumping rod there on the manways. So I'm kind of getting the hang of the drone right now. This is very narrow, some narrow holes to go through. So I'm just sort of getting my bearings here a bit. Not the easiest thing to control deep underground, that's for sure. And there we go, you can see a ladder there. Oh, what am I doing? I think the cable's got caught here, that's why it's hanging around in one area. But there you go, you can see the manway. Oh, there's the wheel, which was at the top, which the chain went over. As you can see, it's fallen down, it's landed on the timbers. If this wasn't flooded, it would probably be safe to climb them ladders, I would have thought. They look pretty sturdy there, and we've climbed stuff very similar in the past. So this is about 20 meters deep. The cable's still stuck at the top here. That's why it's hanging around a bit. So I'll get moving in a sec. Oop. So here we go, off we go. I just get my bearings. Let's go and see what we can see then. Down we go, down through that hole there. Really cool. Long way down. Crystal clear water, amazing. See more ladders there to the left. So this mine was mined in the 1890s. We know there's a level down there, we just don't know what's in it. So this is the whole purpose of doing this. Awesome bit of kit. You see another manway there on the platform. So it's very narrow, and the ROV is quite big, and it's very narrow down the side of the pumping rod and chain. That's why it keeps stopping, it's getting stuck. Cable's tangling. But we do get going in a sec. You see the ladders in the distance, look. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. So we're not far off the bottom there, so we're about halfway. It gets tricky down here now. As you can see, lots of timbers to dodge. It's bumping off the side of the pumping rod. There's a manway there, look. 2 platforms. A couple of ladders. Got it stuck again. So down we go. Can't see any artifacts yet. And there's the level. I can just make out the level. Completely unexplored for over 100 years. And we finally got into it. Absolutely amazing. So nothing at the bottom yet. And we're going down into the level now. There's a few straws in the ceiling there. And there we go. Oh look, I can see some tracks. Oh, that's amazing. And off into the level we go now. Hopefully we'll see some artifacts. It's got stuck again now. The cable wrapping around the timbers. Pulling tight, that's why it stopped. But we get there in the end. We're about 20 meters down. Oh, it's stuck again. Right, we're off. Nope. Yeah, we've got stuck. Won't move at all now. I'm trying to get the ROV to go forward and it's not having it, so having to turn round and try again. See where the cable's been caught. So there's a ladder on the right there for the manway, see it there? Anyway, what do we find next? Tune back and find out.